Hello, my name is Anthony Aguilera, and this was my field trip to Rookery Bay. Throughout the video, you will see all the exhibits that they had to offer, and at the end of this video, I will do my best to answer as many questions as I can. Hope you enjoy. This is going to be the bridge where they're saying we might get a chance to see some bull sharks breeding. They said they've been doing it all month, and usually around this time, which I believe it's 11:30. This is also a great place where manatees are located. Like we said, that brackish dark water. I believe I posted on one of the discussions a little bit about the manatees and their habitat. This is something where you're gonna potentially see them. A lot of areas around here have manatee zones, which boats are required to go slow just because they know that they're around here. And a lot of research has been done to show where they're naturally migrating to, and places just like this. So the guy said we might spot one, but maybe not. I don't see anything right now. But for those who haven't been here, this is a really cool place. So now that you've watched the video on Rookery Bay, I hope you guys enjoyed it. To answer a few questions, I chose this location in the fact of that I grew up in Naples, and I have been around that area for my whole life. So to actually go into that museum for the first time was actually pretty cool. And I'm actually going to take my kids there just because of how the exhibit was laid out. The most significant concept that I learned during this field trip would probably be on how much of an impact the climate has, and also people around this area have on this environment. How much the mangroves and the backwaters have changed just due to traffic and storms that have rolled through here have greatly impacted that area. My perception did not change on the marine environment just because I've been around it for so long, and I kind of had an expectation to see a lot of the things I did in that museum, which revolved around climate change and just the way that the hurricane has affected it. I did learn a little bit about the lobster, and that was because when I first walked in, they were actually doing an exhibit on the lobster. When I went there and I walked through the door, the guy kind of explained to me that there was no specialist there today, but they did have a person there feeding the animals. So I did learn that the lobster has a spur that can be used for a defense, but sometimes they're very minimal, so that lobster might not have as much as a defense as an older one. They also use their antennas for feel and touch, which is pretty cool because just like some of the marine mammals, dolphins and stuff, they have ways of using sound to echo off the floor, and that's how they get their sense. And to realize that lobsters have these antennas, that is what is basically giving them the senses of their surroundings, was pretty cool. One organism I learned about would be the phytoplankton. They had a whole exhibit on that. You can look them under the microscope, and you could see everything that was taking place, down to the body and the makeup of that organism, which was really cool because I was able to actually switch out the slides and see different types of organisms, and some of them have been ones that we talked about in our discussions and throughout our class. So that would be my conclusion to my project, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing Rookery Bay. Thank you.